Money is a tool. Know the job before you buy the hammer. Level 1. Close-up of your trembling thumb sliding to answer an unknown call. The screen shows lawyer. You answer. A voice says 3 words that rearrange everything. You've inherited 10 million. You don't laugh. You don't cry. You wait for the punchline. Cut to your bank app. A transfer notification blinks. 8 zeros stare back at you. 30 days. Heartbeat rhythm under low strings. Then, the lawyer adds the condition. You have exactly 30 days to decide what to do with it. If you fail, the money goes to a trust you never see. Your chest tightens. Time becomes part of the inheritance. Decision number 1 forms before you even breathe. Tell anyone or keep it secret. Level 2. Your phone explodes. Group chats ping. OMG. Your mother's message, "Are you okay?" A message from an old friend, "We need to talk." Quick percussion. Tension rises. Day 2. People you barely remember show up with big smiles and longer lists. Your office suddenly fills with 2 flashy bankers and a friendly-sounding advisor who uses the word opportunity. A private wealth rep slides a black folder across your kitchen table. Close-up, a brochure labeled Legacy Portfolio, a nameplate, Senior Advisor. You should feel safe. Instead, you feel hunted. Decision, meet them, ignore them. You open the folder anyway. Level 3. Montage. A luxury bank invites you to a private lounge. A real estate agent sends photos of a modern mansion. A startup founder pitches a revolutionary app over coffee. Electronic pulses. Quick cuts. Day 6 to 10. Temptation is efficient. You imagine keys on a velvet tray, an Instagram-ready house, the thrill of being the first investor in something that changes everything. Each option promises identity. Buy now and become the person you always wanted to be, or wait and invest wisely and become someone else entirely. Your reflection in a polished tabletop. The reflection wears different clothes with every flash, tux, hoodie, beachwear. Small lesson slides in between offers, assets versus liabilities. That mansion is a liability unless it produces cash. The startup could be an asset or a headline. Decision. What counts as an asset to you? Level 4. You open an email titled Urgent, Family Claim. An unfamiliar name appears. A voicemail from a cousin asking for a loan. Low, uneasy synth. Day 11. The map of your life adds new pins. A distant aunt says she raised you as a child. Your college roommate calls asking to co-found a business. A charity director asks for a major gift and tells you a story that makes your eyes sting. You feel generous. You also feel used. A split screen. One side, tearful pleas. The other, polished proposals with spreadsheets. Scammers surface too. A convincing lawyer sends a forged document. A convincing billionaire offers a partnership that smells like a trap. Lesson. Urgency is a tool. Pressure erases due diligence. Decision. Who to believe? Who do you protect? Who do you cut off? Level 5. A private jet lands. A stranger with a Harvard accent brings a folder thicker than your future. Strings swell. The air feels electric. Day 19. The biggest opportunity arrives. A chance to double your money in 18 months. High risk, high reward. The pitch is slick. The projections are beautiful. You lie awake analyzing numbers and turning scenarios like dice. Close up. A chart with exponential growth. Your thumbs hover over the transfer button. Night turns into dawn. Everyone has advice. Your advisor whispers diversification. The startup founder promises legacy. Your heart wants a story. Your brain wants protection. You imagine the headlines. Local heir makes billion. You imagine the obituaries. He lost it all. Decision. Leap for exponential growth or walk the balanced path. Your calendar fills with meetings. Your life compresses into a 30-day tunnel. A metronome ticks faster. You realize the money didn't remove risk. It amplified it. Level 6, day 26. You sit in a quiet room alone. The city hums outside like a reminder. Silence. A single sustained cello. You flip through the lives you've imagined. Mansion life. Philanthropist life. Business magnate. Anonymous protector. You try a final test. What solves the problems you actually have? Not the ones money invents, but the real ones. A mental checklist appears. Stability, privacy, impact, joy, legacy, stability, privacy, impact. You remember a lesson your father once said in passing. Money is a tool. Know the job before you buy the hammer. You whisper it to yourself and feel steadier. Montage. You call an independent financial planner, open a small trust, meet with a tax attorney, and decline a flashy offer. You donate to a cause that mattered as a child. You buy a modest home in a neighborhood you love, not for status, but for calm. Music brightens but remains thoughtful. You diversify. A portion goes into low-cost index funds. A chunk funds a business you can trust. With a partner, you vet. Some money goes to secure long-term goals. Real estate that houses tenants, not photos. You set up privacy protections. You say no more often than you say yes. Decision. The final split. Each allocation is a small story about who you want to be. Escalation. The climax unfolds. A last-minute call from the pitch you almost accepted. They increase the offer, they sweeten the exit. Panic bangs at your chest. Drums build. 3 days left. Temptation sharpens. Your advisors argue. Your cousin cries. Your phone vibrates with new investment slides. You close your eyes and ask the only question that matters. Will this choice give you control or take it away? You press decline on the riskiest transfer. You sign a legally binding plan that locks the major allocations in place. A single, exhaled chord. The decision doesn't make you a legend. It makes you intentional. Consequences and lessons. Fast cuts show results. The modest home anchors you. The diversified portfolio dips, then slowly climbs. The business you funded struggles, then stabilizes under new leadership. Family tension eases. A scam was nipped before it started because you demanded paperwork. Warm strings. Quiet optimism. Money solved some problems, it brought new ones. You hired security and lost some privacy. You gave generously and felt used. You learned that boundaries were as valuable as bank accounts. Lesson. Diversification protects, not promises. Privacy preserves freedom. Saying no is a financial move as wise as any investment. Final days, day 30. You sit back in your chair. The city looks the same, but you are different. Soft, reflective piano. You don't write a tell-all. You don't become a recluse. You don't blow it all on a fantasy. You use the money as a foundation, not a persona. You keep some secret and share some loudly. You fund a small scholarship that prevents one young person from dropping out. You stabilize your family's future without buying their silence. Decision. The life you wanted wasn't suddenly handed to you. It had to be built. 30 days ago, you thought 10 million would make everything easier. It didn't. It made the choices heavier, the stakes louder, and the people nearer, or farther. Money doesn't choose your future. Your choices do. Final line. Fade to black. Silence.